unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the...
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it because, to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Express. 58, come on. 58.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, check, check.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. 20. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Newton now to throw. Open man here is Foster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 15. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Number 89.
36 yards on the play.
36 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
12. Patriots nothing.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
We got three. We got 40.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We're on 15 yards as the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. After the run, Newton going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on...
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The ball carrier.
Marlon Mack, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Go. You don't want none.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's got it to James White. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Foster with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over.
26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll let it go deep for Foster. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Foster, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to 4.
It is good. Makes the score Colts 18, Patriots 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's third down.
Third down and 12.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 30 on second down. Newton got an open man. It's Foster. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. From the gun, here's Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
40-yard line.
Let's go! 8, 8. Hey, turn it up. 20.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Kari Willis.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Slam. He's checking. Crash.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
47 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Complete.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To to throw on third down. Newton, he'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Robert Foster, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 21, Colts 18.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
This has
6.
to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Jonathan Jones.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go right back to Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
20-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Colts.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down, it's Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Back at the 19-yard.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 34, Colts 26.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Colts 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Taylor. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Today's final score.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Pats, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.